Hey folks, David here from Sun State Labs to offer a few tips and pointers when using DAZZ Cleaning Tablets. Now first of all, DAZZ is an effervescent tablet, which means it's going to dissolve quickly whenever it's introduced to water. That's why each portion of DAZZ is individually sealed in its own full pouch to keep it safe and dry until you're ready to use it. So I would recommend you keep it in this pouch until you're ready to make your cleaner. Next thing is that DAZZ is a concentrated cleaner. So even though it's been formulated with natural ingredients that are safe, it is in its concentrated form whenever it's still a tablet. So you want to make sure you use common sense whenever you're handling it. Now, first step is going to be to fill up your bottle. Now I recommend filling up to this first little nub here on the neck. You can use any tap water, and the temperature of the water really is up to you. The warmer the temperature, the quicker the tablet will dissolve. But if the temperature is too warm, it could foam over, so you want to be careful with that. Now you want to add both tablets. Each packet's going to have 2 tablets in it, so you want to make sure that you add both of those into the bottle to let dissolve. Now sometimes in shipping and handling and just simply moving it around, sometimes the tablets can get broken up, chipped, or even really crushed, and that's okay. You just want to make sure that you empty that entirely into the bottle. Matter of fact, some people found that if they're in a really hurry and they don't want to wait on the tablets to dissolve, they'll actually crush them up inside the packet. That way they can add it in powdered form and it dissolves almost instantly. Now if you're going to do that, I recommend that you only fill the water up to about right there, because it can foam quite a bit whenever you do this. And you want to make sure that if you do that, make sure all the little bits and pieces go in there. Alright, see, that does foam up quite a bit more. And then you also want to make sure that you do not put the trigger sprayers back on until all the tablets are completely dissolved, because pressure will build up in your bottle. So now while they're dissolving, let's talk a little bit about each of the 3 products. Now the window and glass doesn't contain any ammonia or alcohols, which means it's very safe to use on all types of glass and mirror, including tinted glass. You can use it on plexiglass, plastic, even windows that have been treated with the safety film. It's still safe to use on it. Now one of the biggest challenges with cleaning mirrors and glass is getting that streak-free finish. And sometimes it's not the chemical that's the problem, sometimes it's how we actually do it. So you want to make sure, and one of the biggest mistakes that are made is that people use the same rag continuously throughout the cleaning process of a mirror. And they're wondering why they get streaks. Well, it's because all the contaminants that have come from that surface are on the rag, and they just keep moving it around, and then it dries and they see the streaks. So you want to make sure that you come back and you finish up with a dry, clean rag that's just for your drying and polishing. Next is our bathroom cleaner. See how that's all foamed up whenever you do it like that? And easily shake it down. Our bathroom cleaner, unlike traditional bathroom cleaners, doesn't contain bleach, harsh acids, or ammonia. Now, in addition to these hazardous chemicals being very tough for you, they can also be very damaging to a lot of the surfaces found in bathrooms. Things like nickel-plated fixtures, the brushed nickel, granite countertops, marble floors, all these can be damaged by those harsh chemicals. DAZZ is both safe for you and all the different delicate surfaces that are found in bathrooms. Now, from time to time, you will run into those severely neglected bathrooms. I know the feeling. But before you wage chemical warfare on them, I suggest that you use DAZZ with a stiff bristle brush or even a pumice stone. And I think you'll find you get the job done safely and easily. And finally, our all-purpose cleaner. Now this is really the versatile workhorse of the DAZZ lineup. It has a neutral pH, so it's safe to use on all surfaces, but it's been specifically formulated for organic stains, which means it's going to really attack and break down food, greases, oils, things of that nature. So it's obviously going to be your go-to product for kitchens, but it's also great for all those touch points throughout the house, all those little greasy fingerprints that you find on windows and on light switches and doorknobs. So it's perfect for all those areas too. Now, as the tablets are dissolving, let's talk a little bit about fragrance, because DAZZ smells terrific. Now, unlike a lot of cleaners out there, that the fragrances are really there to mask the odors of those harsh chemicals, DAZZ offers very subtle, very fresh fragrances that are designed to to be there whenever you spray. It's a very pleasant scent whenever you're using it, but it's going to dissipate quickly. Because a lot of the cleaners out there that leave the real strong, heavy residual odors, they actually have to leave a residue behind for that to happen. We'd much prefer to have a squeaky clean surface rather than the residual odors. So it's going to smell great while you use it, but then that fragrance will slowly dissipate after you're done. Now, let's come back to this one here. You can see it's dissolved pretty quickly. We'll go ahead and we'll top off the level, bring it on up to where it should be. Now you want to make sure that whenever you attach the sprayer, it's in the off position. So it goes in. And lock it down. Always make sure that it's in the off position. Even whenever you're not using it, you want to make sure you store it like that. Now, whether you've got our residential sprayer or our commercial sprayer, one thing you're going to notice is the dip tube is going to be slightly longer than the bottle is deep. And that's designed so that you can actually angle the dip tube into the front of it. You lock it in, and the dip tube is going to stay at the front. That way, whenever you're cleaning, even whenever you're down to just a little bit of cleaner, it's going to be able to pick it up and you're not going to be sucking air. So that's everything for today. I hope you find DAZZ to be as enjoyable to work with as it is effective at cleaning. Thank you.